Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Oh, you're first. I'm Emily Edwards, and I will be hosting your 2016 presidential debate today. Here we have Ashley Tharp representing the In Mezzo party, and Jordan Kearney representing the Birthday Party. First question: what is your stance on the legalization of marijuana? Jordan, 30 seconds.
I think that we should legalize marijuana because it'll cut down on the innocent crime rates of the non-violent offenders, because a lot of people get arrested for smoking marijuana and having small possession charges. And if we legalize it, then we don't have this problem, and we can tax it and get revenue from it still.
Ashley?
I think it's a swell idea to legalize marijuana, because not only can you, as the gentleman over there in the pink said, tax it, you can also create jobs by building factories, etc., to produce it, and then the people who work there can spend their money they make in the factory, put it back into the economy, and it helps the economy flow.
All right, thank you. How do you think gun control will affect American society? How do you plan to protect the rights of Americans while keeping innocent Americans safe from gun violence? Jordan.
Well, I don't plan to really do a whole bunch to the Second Amendment, because it is an amendment, and you can only give us so much with gun control, because even if you take guns away or put limits on them, then the criminals that have the guns in the first place will still have them, because they're not going to follow the laws anyway. So then you just take the guns out of the people that do follow the laws.
All right, Ashley?
I say all that's going to do is make the citizens really angry, especially in the South, you know? So let's just call it a dub and try to promote, instead of taking away guns, promote gun safety awareness, etc.
I like that idea. All right. What kind of justice are you looking to nominate to the Supreme Court? What values/morals are you looking for? Ashley.
Well, an honest person and a hard worker, for sure. And pretty educated.
All right, Jordan.
A person that has previous jobs that are involve government, so they know what they're talking about, and a person that's non-biased and has good morals, so they won't be compromised on this game.
Okay. Do you believe that the example you're putting forth for the youth of this nation is a positive one? Provide examples. Jordan.
Yes, I do, because I like to follow the rules and I don't break laws, and I set good examples for people, because I'm always outside. When little kids see me fishing, they want to be more like me.
Ashley.
I would say I am not only a good role model for the youth of America, I would say I'm a great role model for the youth of America, because I do all kinds of stuff. Like when my mom goes out sometimes, I do the dishes, etc. I turn in my homework at least a week after the due date, max, and I don't know what's not to love.
Thank you. What would you say is the most important issue facing America today? Ashley.
The most important issue facing America today, by far, would be our uncontrolled violence. There's violence everywhere, and it's really bad. So that's our biggest issue. Back to you.
Okay, Jordan.
I agree that it's violent, but I also agree that terrorism has a big role in this too, because there's a lot of foreign and domestic terrorists that try to do harm to the United States. And then as far as violence, we have a lot of violence within America, not only just what makes the news as the police, but also as citizens killing other citizens, and no one really says anything about it, so we need to do something to fix that.
All right. What are your plans to stop racial profiling? Jordan.
Racial profiling by who, the cops? Or,
Yes, sure, cops.
they have increased training when they're becoming an officer, so then when they're actually out on the street, they're not faced with that first situation for the first time when it actually happens, but they can practice, and when it's practice, they can actually have mistakes and they can learn from them.
Ashley.
I actually pretty much so agree with that. I want increased training, because I don't think someone with 6 months of experience should be able to carry a firearm in public places. And Also, yeah, I think that as well as more sensitivity training for our police officers because, yeah.
All right, last question. How will you bring back jobs to America? Jordan?
I will start a program that's from colleges and community colleges, even people that go to high school, to where once you leave, you can follow a career path, and you can definitely have a career as long as it's in that path. And then I think a lot of people pass up jobs these days that are actually good, but they think that they're too low for them or they overlook them. So that's a lot of jobs that could be there.
All right. How will you bring back jobs to America?
All right, well, I would like to implement a couple more programs for our prisoners because, as you know, that sounds like, why the prisoners, why not? Well, here's the thing. The taxpayers who have the jobs right now while these prisoners are in prison are paying a ton of money to keep them in prison. I'd rather have rehabilitation programs that teach them a valuable job skill and have specific jobs set up for felons and like stuff like that for when they get out of prison, if reasonably, not like, oh. Anyways, so, sorry. So, that is what I want, to create jobs in America.
Thank you.